Hey guys, and welcome back to IAmBeautifulHustler TV. Today I'll be doing a simple curly lace install with deep wave wig from baby hair. And today's wig is provided by Unice hair. They did send over this 24-inch deep wave on my curly wig.
Now, what you guys did not see was the whole preparation of
today on my
getting
client.
this wig ready. I did go ahead and bleach the knots and pluck the hairline, and I also used the lace tint color bronze from the brand TruMATCHLACECONCEAL,
and usually I would have to order this glue, but they finally put it in a hair store near me. So now I'm able to just pick up as many glues as I want right then and there, and I don't have to wait for shipping or anything like that. So thank you so much to the hair diagram
hairline
for
underneath
making
that
this
lace
stuff
and on top of that lace as well.
But yes, so as I mentioned today, I will be using that BOLDHOLD active glue to apply this lace wig, and I'm just going to use 4 layers of this glue. And now that I have reached my final layer, I'm just going to go ahead and begin to pull this lace down into this glue. Now for today, I did use lace tint. I didn't show you that process, but I did use
blow dry and melt that lace
Conceal
while having my client hold
in the color
inside.
bronze,
Also
and I
using
just
my
sprayed
hands
that lace
and
tint
my nails,
in the inside of that lace,
and my comb as
and
well.
I just also went at the hairline, the very tip, using
just
Ruby
combing
Kisses
that lace
foundation,
and blow
and I just
drying it like I
applied it at
said,
the
using
very
that
tip of the
setting
lace, and on top of that
I
lace
have
as
dried
well
it
to make
enough,
sure
and then I'll
it's
begin to cut
blended
off the
with her
extra
skin.
lace and
Now,
tuck down any
after
corners
applying
that
all
is
the
still
layers, I
lifting,
did go and
using that
put that
BOLDHOLD
lace down into that glue, and I am blow drying her lace on hot heat. And I just like to use my fingers to comb and just really melt that lace down into that glue. That way it is a very, very natural install once I begin to cut off the extra lace. And I will be using my scissors to just cut that lace off. And you want to make sure that you do go in a jagged motion, not so straight across. That way it can look more natural. And also, as far as matching the skin tone as best as you can using the foundation, and that will also help the foundation and or lace tint, and that will also help get the most natural results as well. And choosing the right lace color for your client as well. But some things we cannot control. Some people just bring you whatever lace they have, and you have to just make best of what's handed to you. But if your clients do ask for recommendations of what skin, what lace tint they should use, as far as what color lace should they get for their skin tone, it would be best if you could let them know heads up. But if not, we do have lace tint and foundation that can make your install still come out natural. But however, after I finish cutting off the lace off one side, I'm just going to go in with that BOLDHOLD and tack down any corners that are still lifting. And what I do to one side, I will do the same thing to the other side.
So now we'll go ahead and begin to cut off the extra lace around the ears. And as I mentioned, I did use that BOLDHOLD. I'm just tacking down all the corners that is still lifting. And you always want to make sure that you do not skip this step as far as cutting that lace from around your client's ear, because you don't want to glue that wig on top of the ear and it just looks completely, ridiculous. So do take your time and be careful cutting that lace to fit perfect right around their ears. And I'm just going to repeat the same steps as I did from one side to the other side. And once I'm done, finished securing down this lace completely with that lace glue, I'm going to take my bed head styling spray and spray that hairspray all across their hairline as my second step melting process, and securing that with a Beautiful Hustler melt belt to get that lace really melted and just really into her skin. And that will also seem to be like a third step that will also tack down any lace that is still lifting that you probably did not catch or anything like that. So you definitely want to do this step as well, because that hairstyling spray is extremely strong and it's a great hold, and just the combination of both does wonders. So I did just part off a layer where I will use the baby hairs and just spray it across, like I said, ear to ear, securing it with that Beautiful Hustler melt belt. So as I'm waiting for that to finish, securing as far as the lace goes, I'm just going to go ahead and begin the parting of this style, and just taking my wax stick and applying it everywhere that I'm going to hot comb. And this will help make the install neater and flatter and more smoother. And that's why I always do this. As I mentioned many times before, whether the hair was straight or curly, I will always hot comb the roots out. And today we will not be wearing the style behind the ear. It would just pretty much be like a side part with the hair coming straight down on both sides with some, baby hairs added towards the front. So yeah, once I've done hot combing, like all the roots and everything, I'm just going to go ahead and remove that band and just comb out all those hairs that was molded down, and begin to cut and shape my baby hairs and do the finishing touches on this style. Just a quick tip, for the most natural looking baby hairs, you want to cut it down to less than 1 inch. That way it swoops easier and also looks more like natural versus the hair being too long and there's more hair you have to swoop. And to slick down the edges today, I will be using the SHEISBOMB Slick and Slay all-in-one hair gel. I use this, or I use the Got To Be gel. I love them both the same. So just whichever one you want to use or works best for you, you can use either one. And yeah, I just like to use this gel, and I still do it the same way as I would with the Got To Be. I swoop, blow dry, shape and mold, and then proceed to the next baby hair. And once I get everything all swooped up, I'm going to begin to wet the whole wig with water. I didn't add any conditioner or anything like that. I did go ahead and just wet it up, as I mentioned, and using that bedhead spray, I will shape and mold the hair how I want it to fall. As I said, this would not be like a behind the ear type of look, which she can wear behind her ear if she chooses to, but the final look today would just be a regular side part without the pushback. Now, what I love most about this wig, it really didn't give me any tangling whatsoever, and I actually used a small tooth comb to actually like comb it out after I wet it, and it just made the curls pop even more because it was completely, you know, like detangled and everything. So I love the way the curls looked after I wet it and combed them out. And I'm just taking that bedhead spray and doing like the finished spray downs and touch-ups before I black spray and conceal the part. So just pretty much stay tuned for the finishing results and let me know what you think at the end about this tutorial.